Hi guys, welcome back to the last video of the series where I break down the upgrade system that was shown in the newest gameplay trailer of LEGO Star Wars The Skywalker Saga. The last class I'll be breaking down today is going to be the Protocol Droid class, its 4 perks, and what influence upgrading those might have on the characters in that Protocol Droid class. If you haven't yet, why don't you consider subscribing? And if you're still unsure, you can just keep watching this video, it might convince you. Now without further ado, let's just start right into the video. The only Protocol Droid we can find in this whole character menu is C-3PO. We can find him right here in the top of the favorites list, and then we can also find him in the alphabetical order where he's restricted, and until now I didn't really have an idea why that could be, though I think I figured out that because he's already in the favorites list, he's just being restricted for us here to show us that we can't add him again. And yep, there are no other Protocol Droids that we can find in this list, so I guess it's just up to our speculations to figure out who else could be in the game. We do have 4 LOM who could either be a bounty hunter or a Protocol Droid, though he has a gun, so I think he's going to be sorted into the bounty hunter class. And we might also get U-3PO as a playable character, though we haven't seen him or any other droids in the trailer at all. Just like the Astromech Droid, a Protocol Droid was barely able to do anything in past LEGO games except for opening terminals, and he had the cool animation where he broke apart bit by bit while people were shooting at him until he finally broke apart completely. But other than that, this dude was far from being enjoyable to play, though all of that is going to change in the new LEGO Star Wars The Skywalker Saga game. When we take a look at the Protocol Droid's perks, we can already see that it includes abilities that we've never seen before. The icon of the first perk looks like a Protocol Droid's head with an explosion underneath it. Like we can see the zigzag that looks like an explosion. And I didn't really have any idea what that could mean, but I think I have an idea. I think we saw something in the trailer. Right in this shot, C-3PO is splitting in half to fit through spaces that he normally wouldn't fit through to pull a lever. And to be honest, I don't think I would have guessed that without seeing this little clip. Maybe I would have guessed something similar, like him being able to split apart in the sense that we have seen in the complete saga where when he's being shot, parts of him break off. So I probably would have guessed something like that, but this is a completely different thing. And I'm super excited for it. I'm really curious to see where we're going to be able to use this perk, where we're going to have to fit through, and if we're going to be able to do that at any time, or if we have to be close to an entrance or something like that to be able to split apart. But I don't really know why we would have to upgrade this perk. Nothing is really coming to mind, so I guess we'll just have to see. Let's get to the second perk. Here we can see a speech bubble with a credit icon inside. We do know that C-3PO can speak many languages, so maybe he's gonna be able to translate languages for us that we couldn't normally understand, and maybe the credit icon inside could mean that he can convince them to give us a bigger reward. I'm very interested in how this is gonna work and how we can actually use the Protocol Droid with this perk. And by upgrading it, we will either be able to translate more languages or be able to convince them to give us an even bigger reward. While looking at the third perk, I was first very confused. It obviously looks like a bullet reflecting off a surface or something, but then I was wondering what that has to do with a Protocol Droid. And then it came to me. This is a freaking body of a Protocol Droid. So we're gonna be able to upgrade this perk so that bullets can reflect off of our bodies. I just don't know whether those bullets will not have any effect on us at all, or if it's only gonna be for a certain amount of time or a certain amount of bullets that can hit us that don't have any effect on us. If you know what I mean. I don't know if I made sense there, but I think you get the picture of what I'm trying to tell you. I'm definitely super excited for this perk. And now we come to the last perk of not only the Protocol Droid class, but of this whole breakdown series. And you know what the funny thing is? I don't have any idea what that could be. It kind of looks like a cannon or a blaster thingy, or I don't know what else I could call it. And I found this shot of C-3PO sitting on this thing here where he can shoot stuff, though I don't know if that has anything to do with the actual perk, because we've seen C-3PO sit on a bantha, so maybe we can just sit on whatever we want, like with any other character. Maybe that's a new thing of the Protocol Droid class, that we can now sit on things and ride on them. Maybe. But then I don't have any other idea what that perk could be. I really don't. And again, if I don't know what that could be, I can't give you an idea of what could happen when we upgrade it. I couldn't even give you an idea of what influence upgrading this perk could have, if it would mean that we could sit on this thingy to shoot stuff. And I'm sorry to disappoint you here, but if you have any other ideas, let me know in the comments. I'm very curious on what your ideas are on this perk. Now, when we come to the ranking, I don't think I have to think very long when it comes to where I want to rank this Protocol Droid class. When we think about what a Protocol Droid was able to do in past LEGO games and what it is going to be able to do now, then I have to put this class above the Astromech Droid and underneath all the other classes, because the difference of what the Astromech Droid was able to do and what he can do in the new game, and of what the Protocol Droid was able to do and what he can do now in the new game, there's just a tiny bit of a bigger difference when it comes to the Protocol Droid. I do feel very bad that the villain class is on the last place in this ranking, because I'm still very excited to play it. But then again, I'm excited to play every character class and find out what their actually perks are gonna be. So being in last place doesn't mean that it's a bad thing. It just means that I'm a tiny bit more excited to find out what the other classes are able to do. And one class has to be in the last place. I know for some it might be the Protocol or Astromech Droid class, because overall, those might be the classes that have the least things to do. And I am aware of that fact. The villain class might be more exciting to play, but again, when we think about what the Protocol Droid and Astromech Droid were able to do in past games and what they're going to be able to do now, there's just a bigger difference than to the villain class. I mean, of course, there wasn't the villain class in past LEGO games, but I think you know what I mean. And again, I'm still super excited to play the villain class. It just has to be somewhere in my ranking. This is my final ranking and I'm super happy with it. Now that we've broken down every character class, why don't you write your ranking in the comment section down below? I'm super curious to see the difference between mine and yours. And here we have it, the last upgrade system breakdown of the series. I had a lot of fun breaking down every single class and I'm super excited to see what I got wrong. But I also think I got one or two right, or at least very close. For today, that was it. I hope you enjoyed this series as much as I did. There will be so much more coming from me, so if you don't want to miss out on it, subscribe and activate the notification bell, and it will notify you every time I upload a new video. Until next time, bye!